And there is dinner. Nasty dead cow in the river. We're just below the dam, and sometimes when they let the water out, this river is a raging torrent. It's crazy. But right now it's pretty peaceful and calm. This is kind of its lowest point right now. I have not checked the weather forecast. I have not even really looked at a map. I have done almost zero planning for this adventure, and that's the way I like it. I've got my survival kit in my pocket, and that's pretty much it. I'm wearing a small little pack, but that's just got a battery charger and stuff like that for my camera. I grew up canoeing. I've been canoeing my entire life, from swamps of the Everglades to rivers of southwestern Virginia, and I love being on the river. It's where man, it just makes me feel alive being on a river like this. Well, not super surprised. The trout are not interested in my worm. So often is the case that the fish are just out of reach. Now, I could potentially rig up some sort of spear-like mechanism and maybe a very small chance of having some success, but that is frowned upon and definitely illegal in this area. Look at that. And there is dinner. And friends, that's why you always try to purify your water in some way. Nasty dead cow in the river. Paddle's going downstream. Log on the shin. Log on the shin. We got it. We got it. Look, I was able to get my paddle. Oh gosh. I was able to get my paddle back after overturning the canoe on purpose, of course. But this could have easily been lost downstream and with no way of me getting it back. And then I'd be stuck on my little island with my canoe and no way to paddle it. And we got to get picked up in the morning or people are going to start worrying about us. Whenever I do these types of things, there's always a moment before I begin when I think to myself, I could just go home. So let's pretend for this scenario that I've lost everything. I'm soaking wet now. I fell in the river. I've lost my paddle. I've lost everything except what was in my pocket, and that is my kit. And we're gonna see if this will see us through the evening. I don't think we'll have any issues unless the water comes up really, really high, and then we might be in trouble. But let's see what we can come up with first. I haven't had any water all day. I've been paddling since about 9 a.m. And it's probably it's 5 going on 6 o'clock, I think. And haven't had any water, so that's gonna be a priority. And luckily, I don't really wanna drink out of the bigger river because as you saw that big dead cow upstream, but there is a nice flowing stream, really fast flowing mountain stream coming out of the mountains right up there. And that will be a much better source of water. Gonna fill this up with water, drop in a tablet, and call it good. Anytime you can gather water closer to its original source, as long as the source is clean, I guess, it's always a good idea. And this creek looks really nice. Looks like there might be gold in them there hills. Gold in the hills, I tell ya. Need to rig up my ULU so I can make it do bigger tasks for me. I need to gather a whole bunch of firewood and figure out how I'm going to sleep this evening. You should never hit your knife with a rock. Watch me. This is 400-pound test, so there's no way you're gonna break this. And it holds knots really well. I like using it a lot. It is quite costly to buy this stuff and very difficult to find, with the exception of the Wazoo gear and the Osh kit. So use it sparingly is my advice, and don't cut it unless you have to. I don't plan on cutting this cordage. I'm gonna leave it full length and just wrap it around my stick here, and I might just wrap the full length of it and give myself a handle on the end. And towards the end here, so I can easily get it untied, if I want to use my cord or something else, I'll just go over top my finger twice, like that, and then tuck the tag end through that space where my thumb is created, pull that tight, like so, and that'll keep it still for me while I'm using the tool. My canoe has taken a fair amount of abuse over the years. That one looks new, however. I don't think I did that this time, but possibly. And I don't think it's taken on any water, but just to be sure, stick some duct tape over the top of it for the time being until I can put a more permanent patch on it. Hey, I don't think there's anything sharper than that ceramic blade right there. That thing is so sharp. It is getting a little bit chilly out. I can already feel myself getting a little cold. I'm soaking wet, so that doesn't help. I could definitely move up there on the bank to higher ground to seek refuge, that's for sure. But let's hope I don't need to do that. Whoops, dropped it in the water. But it's waterproof. The light is fading. My batteries are fading. The backup power bank that I had to charge my camera has failed. So I'm trying to give you brief snapshots of what exactly is going on. And I still got to cook up my fish. So hopefully I can show you that for a real brief second. How awesome is that? Maybe 20 yards away from me. I've only got 5% left on my camera, so I'm going to shut it off, take it easy for the night, and hopefully turn it on enough to get you a couple clips of tomorrow morning exiting out of here. We made it, guys. We didn't die. Beautiful evening. A coyote came right past the end of the canoe right here. Like right here past the end of the canoe, and then ran up the hillside right there last night. I had the camera off, so I couldn't record it, but that was cool. Coyote, lightning bugs were out like crazy. It was a beautiful night. Stars were out. The otters were playing in the creek behind me most of the night, it seemed like. And it wasn't really that cold as long as I kept the fire going. This reflective wall here, that mylar reflective wall was the ticket, man. I felt like I was in like a convection oven. It was pretty nice. And I just had a tiny little fire, and I didn't have a whole lot of firewood. And you can see I still got a little bit left. Still got a little bit of firewood left, so that was nice. So that worked really well. This lean-to canoe / mylar shelter was a win. Beavers have been out this morning. I've seen one upstream and one right here. I really do appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think about adventures like this, survival challenges, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.